Hi, I'm Emma and we're with Out of Bounds TV and we're sitting here today with...
Hal. Jake.
Tegan.
And Hayley.
So first question, are you for or against abortion?
I'm totally for abortions.
And why is that?
Because sometimes people make mistakes and not everyone is capable of raising a child. Quite often on their own, it's too much to ask.
I don't mind people that do it, and I don't mind people that don't. You know, it's really their own choice. I don't like the idea of waiting too late and then, you know, having an abortion, but people have their own different reasons, so who am I to question that?
I'm pretty similar. I think it's really circumstantial on, the person's situation in life. I think if I was the sort of person that was, if I got pregnant now, I'd be like, well, I can't have a kid. There's no way I would be able to support it or anything. I don't know. I probably am kind of for abortion in that sort of sense.
I'm definitely for abortion. Yes.
And why is that?
I feel it's an issue that's very personal to people. So I think most of the people that are against it are for either their moral reason or a religious reason, which is not really the way to go about it when it's about personal circumstance and what you believe. So
I think it's hard to override law and religion. It's always going to be a weird line to sort of be able to try and blur when, especially on touchy subjects like abortion. But personally, if I was in charge and could do everything, I'd just be if it's something that you want to be able to do it, because ultimately if someone is in a position where they can have a baby or something, if the best thing for them as a person as well is going to be able to abort their child, because otherwise if they're going to have a baby and they're not going to be able to look after it, is that fair on the baby either?
So there's a woman out there named Emily Letts, and she recently stirred a lot of she stirred the pot in the media because she filmed her own abortion. Not of what was happening, but her reaction and her face and stuff like that. How do you feel about someone doing that and openly promoting it like that? Such a delicate situation to be in.
I wouldn't call it promoting, and it's pretty weird. I wouldn't recommend it, but it is the internet, there's worse things on there than that.
So if your girlfriend got pregnant and she wanted an abortion and you didn't, where would you, how do you feel about men who want to keep the child but the women who don't?
All right, well, I think that one's difficult as well. I actually came from a family with no father, so it was a similar circumstance, I guess, and I've seen how hard that actually is on her. So I think that is something that needs to be a decision for both people. Again, it's just circumstance, but it should definitely be up to both, and if one's unwilling or unable to, then perhaps it's not the best thing to go ahead with.
In an alternate universe where men could actually get pregnant, do you think abortion would be more of an open thing instead of more of a taboo thing?
I would say most probably yes, being a mainly male-dominated society, but then I guess when you've got whole conservative organizations like the church and stuff like that who also frown on stuff like masturbation and that kind of thing, so it depends. It's entirely possible that it would still be just as frowned upon now.
If men could get pregnant in some really crazy universe, men could get pregnant, do you think abortions would be more of an okay thing?
They probably would be, yeah.